How you doing, YouTube? LegitXX Gadget X Player here. Doing a quick deck profile of the wind-up deck I've been playing around with since dragons are not my thing without traps. So yeah, I figured to show you my deck list. Triple Guide, Sangan, pretty standard in the engines in almost every deck. 2 wind-up rabbit. I would play 3 if I had a third. I gotta grab one real quick. It shouldn't be that hard now that they're in the tin. 1 second. 3 shark, which in my opinion is like the best wind-up. Tour guide shark, loop their hand. Magician shark, loop their hand. Shark just makes everything possible. Hunter shark, loop their hand. 3 rat allows for loop to happen. It's pretty much your second tour guide, your breeze dragon, your blizzard, whatever you want to call it. Double magician. This at first I hated, but more loops, and you always want to loop because looping is really good. But otherwise you have to grind, and grinding's kind of hard if you're not very good. So and then the 100 for the last wind up because he's the only way you loop. On to the non-wind-ups other than the tour guides, obviously. This is actually my favorite thing right now is Double Reaper. I was originally doing Snowman's, but this is better because, like, this in tour guide equals loop, but it's better because, let's say you open this in, like, a bottomless, a D prison, or, like, a, warning. You set this and, you know, blow up their monster, and, you know, usually, like, a lot of decks right now don't play too many back row. So they might set 1 card, so if you flip this, it's either, so, like if you flip this, it's either going to eat the warning and let you loop if you have like shark or something good after you draw nutty, or even better, right before you enter battle phase, they'll say Veiler in your main phase, so you're still in your main phase, so you can just go summon tour guides successfully, then maybe loop them, so that makes this really good. Or if not, if they don't have Veiler, you can just flip it, attack, and then just summon the tour guide anyway, and loop for the Veiler. This Reaper, just discard an extra card. Plus, it's like, the reason it's also better than Snowman is because it just stands alone, and it lets you sit until you can get your combos going together, which is pretty good. I only play 2 Veilers, mainly because it's not that good of a card. Like, it's really good, but it's not that good. Like, you should only really need 2. Like, 3 is only really necessary in Dragon because you don't play any form of defense besides Veiler. In Raikou, Gores. This is what I'd take out for the 3rd rabbit, but for now it'll just be Gores and kind of conflict retardedly. Spells. Double Factory. Pretty good card, just not nearly as good as Whirlwind. So you only need 2. Whirlwind's just a way better card. Let's see. We'll go through the staples, the Trinity of cards, which would be Heavy Reborn Dark Hole. Pretty self-explanatory. Yep, pretty good cards. Cods. Next we come to not 1, not 2, but still Triple M Mystical Space Typhoon. I still play 3 just so you can get through all the back rows and pushers and maybe loops through. Then just a couple 1-of cards. Avarice lets you loop more. Let you loop all the cards or loop again. Book, because it's book. These are the 2 not so standard cards. Mind Control. This is really good because it's like if they go tour guide, Sangan, stop. If you have basically like if you have Hunter this, you can loop, or if you have tour guide this, you can loop. Plus, it's just all around pretty good because of some of the cards in my extra deck. Soul Taker, very good one. That helps you get over cards that the regular wind-ups can't, and it makes cards miss timing. 1 Psalms, pretty. Double Tour, really good with Rabbit. Double Bottomless, pretty much should be in every deck playing traps right now. 1 D Prison, just helps the Dragon matchup. which isn't bad, and also helps with Rabbit. More answers to Dolka. Dolka is a big problem, and it helps Leggy negates. Same thing with this, and this is really good. Unexpected card now, and also, if it's really a problem, like we're against dragons where they're going to lay Pulsar, after you do this, you can just chain MST, and then chain this after that once they attack, obviously. Okay. Extra deck, we're just going to go through it. 3 Carrier, Zenmains, Leviathan, and Acid Golem wins games in this deck, especially against Countdown Leviair. Brilliant. Tempo, this is going to be a Roach, I don't know why it's in here still. Utopia, Maestroke, Adrius, Tyrus, and this is really good with Mind Control, because it gets rid of Bouncer, which is kind of a problem card for me. So yeah, and I have the room because I don't play Instant Fusion, because I don't like that card at all. I find Instant Fusion like an inconsistent card that can go bad. Side deck 1 Kinetic Soldier just because of my local being a bunch of samurai idiots. 2 Snowman helps with lag, yeah. This is pretty good against a lot of matchups like dragons. It's pretty good against Insectors, pretty good against Dark World. Can't complain about Kaiku. Because your card's pretty blowout against dragons and Dark World. Pretty blowout card, I like it a lot. I'd rather just blow out everything. Level Limit Area B, very good card against, again, dragons, Dark World, let's see, Sams, anything with level 4 or higher monsters. Second Soul Taker is pretty much just for anything that's good against Rabbit, Destruction, wherever you need it. Pretty much the same thing with Deep Prison, whenever you need a little bit more Spell Trap Destruction, no, not Spell Trap, 1-for-1 Destruction. A single Dust Tornado is all you really need ever. You shouldn't have a bad matchup with Countdown, especially if you go first and just loop them. And then double Shadow Mirror. Whatever has darks in it, I'm going to Shadow Mirror it, so yeah. That would be my lineup deck. I'm probably going to change once I get the Rabbit and the Roach, because it would be very helpful. Other than that, peace out, YouTube.